Stock market investing remains a mystery to many Zimbabweans, with less than 4% of the population participating in capital markets. Concerns over currency volatility and limited financial literacy have often kept ordinary citizens on the sidelines. Our reporter Eben Mabunda went out into Harare to gauge public perception on the stock exchange.
Now, investing in stocks or investing in the stock markets appears very much of a daunting task, or complicated somewhat, for many citizens living in Zimbabwe, where capital market participation and appreciation stands at less than 4% of the entire population. I spent several hours in Harare engaging different citizens to gauge their understanding and perceptions of Zimbabwe's capital markets.
I've never heard anything about stock market. I don't even know what is stock market.
My name is Tinotenga Machikisa, 27 years old, but I've never heard about stock market.
You understand? Stock marketing, stock exchange, I need to fight for the little that I have.
Now, the fears of yesteryears, which were characterized by currency depreciation and value loss for some investors, seem to have come in the way of the present day investing tendencies of potential investors.
Lost confidence in the banking sector and the stock market, considering what had happened in the previous years, where we dollarized and then we changed currency. So as locals and entrepreneurs and investors in Zimbabwe, we've lost confidence in the banking sector. We've lost confidence in these stock markets.
Experts maintain that the stock market is protected by regulators like the Securities and Exchange Commission of Zimbabwe, and that shares have retained value even through previous currency changes.
So you'll find in 2009, when we had that big change in our currency from Zim dollar to US dollar, all the people who had shares were able to become liquid faster than people who didn't have any investment, because they were able to sell their shares in US dollars.
The main exchanges in Zimbabwe are the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange, ZSE, the Victoria Falls Stock Exchange, VFX, and the FinSec platforms, mostly unknown or misunderstood by the majority of Zimbabweans. Institutional investors make up 70% of the domestic market activity, dominated by pension funds, insurance companies, private corporations, trusts, and investment companies. To bridge the knowledge gap in Zimbabwe's domestic market, several financial literacy initiatives are gaining traction. One notable example is the National Capital Markets Contest for high schools. I spoke with students from Harare High School who participated in the competition and impressively grew a virtual investment of 1 million ZiG to 14 million ZiG in just 6 weeks on the C-Trade digital platform.
It was exciting and also fierce because we had to apply all the knowledge that we knew on trading, because this was our first time to trade.
So we had to find a strategy whereby each of us would have the app in our phones, and we would try to trade individually. And then we'd meet up, I think once a week, and ask each other, what did you buy? What did you do? What did you do? And then we had a separate research team. And each time, every morning, they would come with an update. Guys, something is happening with Tanganda, right? We need to buy Tanganda.
Market authorities are introducing a series of reforms aimed at rebuilding trust and encouraging broader participation by creating an inclusive and transparent environment that attracts individual or retail investors.
I think as a country, in terms of getting the currency right, we're a bit better than before. That's why we've got the VFX. The VFX helps in that way. The VFX remains a hard currency exchange. So it doesn't, so if the currency changes, it doesn't change with the currency.
Confidence levels in Zimbabwe's capital markets remain very low. At the same time, an information deficit seems to be the order of the day. And yet, capital markets in Zimbabwe remain a center for value preservation and capital appreciation. Eben Mabunda, reporting for ZTN Prime in Harare.